Hey guys, Roman Reaper here. So yeah, as you can see, just outside the cinema, and this is a trip that I'm very, very excited for because I'm about to head in and see Godzilla Minus One. Yeah, the fact that this is showing near me is very exciting. And this is actually my first Japanese Zilla film. Obviously, my biggest exposure is really the Legendary Pictures films, the recent American ones. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this, especially since everyone and their dog has been raving about it. So I definitely cannot wait to experience this. So yeah, I'm gonna head in, get my snacks, get my seat, and go see Godzilla Minus One. So yeah, I've got my popcorn here and a blue frozen Fanta, the colour of Godzilla's atomic breath, ready to watch the big lizard fuck some shit. So yeah, Godzilla Minus One is back from seeing it, and look, it's a Godzilla film. Even though this is my first like actual Japanese film in the franchise, I really should watch some of the others. At least had a certain idea of what to expect. Given my experience with the American films, there's a certain like sense of scale and destruction one would expect from a Godzilla film. So it's exactly the type of thing that does what it says on the tin. And what also helps is the genuine buzz it has been receiving online. Like, everyone and their dog has been raving about this. So, that genuine hype had me really curious as to what I was about to get into. But is the film actually any good? Does it deliver on the spectacle one would expect from Godzilla? And should you believe the hype? Let's find out. So it's December 1945, and Tokyo is still reeling after US bombing raids. In the midst of this, we meet Koshi Shikishima, a field kamikaze pilot who has returned home to a small town in the city where he resides. And he is disgraced by what's left of his community for failing to do his duty. However, Shikishima will soon have to set aside his guilt and step up and finally finish his war. Because on the warpath, leaving a trail of destruction behind, is Godzilla. So, yeah, the director of this film, Takashi Yamazaki, has gone on record to say that he would love to direct a Star Wars film. And, yeah, if this film is anything to go by, Lucasfilm, please give him it. Because, wow, Godzilla Minus One is a genuinely brilliant piece of blockbuster filmmaking. You should absolutely believe the hype and go and see it. Because wow, like this thing cost 15 million. In fact, supposedly it cost less than that. And this has such a genuine sense of scale about it. Like you're kind of wondering how this costs so little and feels like so big. Like and this looks and feels bigger than many Hollywood films of recent with like more than 10 times the budget. Like seriously, man, America have money to burn on stuff like The Flash and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny because like on a 13 million budget, Godzilla Minus One has run rings around them. Like seriously, like the sense of scale is impressive, obviously. Like there are big destructive set pieces with a real sense of impact. Like we've got an opening scene on Odo Island, which is Godzilla at a fraction of his power, and yet feels so like powerful and, and destructive. And obviously Godzilla only gets stronger over the course of the runtime with some really big, meaty, destructive set pieces, such as one in the city, which is like absolute barnstormer. One involving some destroyers at sea, and a genuinely thrilling, crowd-pleasing climax that absolutely delivers the satisfying emotional spectacle. It is great, and visually it looks stunning. Like, obviously, this uses a ton of practical effects. Godzilla is done practically, which gives it all an added sense of tangibility, and it's seamlessly blended with CGI to really immerse you in the destruction and the spectacle. It's great. Hollywood, there's really no excuse for you to spend like 200 million plus on movies that look way worse than this. And there's also absolutely fantastic sound design. Like you really feel the might of Godzilla's roar and the powerful punch of the destruction he leaves. Just this is just a feast from a technical perspective, and obviously the score is fantastic as well. I really liked the -1 theme. I was humming it coming out of the cinema. I will admit, like it kind of got stuck in my head upon leaving. And of course, there is the classic Godzilla theme utilized, which goes insanely hard, and it's always immensely satisfying when it pops up. Yeah, just great stuff. But beneath all the spectacle and and destruction, there's actually some really strong narrative meat to it. Like obviously this is, you know, Japanese Godzilla, so very much, Godzilla here is an allegory for the destruction of Japan in the war, which, gives an added sense of impact beneath the surface that you don't see being destroyed on screen. Like, it has its destruction with actual weight and substance, and that makes it all the more compelling and resonant. And what's also shocking is that, unlike the MonsterVerse movies, the characters here, the human characters, are genuinely really interesting. I was really engaged in them, invested in them, and they have like very interesting arcs and relationships. Like obviously we have Koshi, who I really liked his arc of sort of you know overcoming his guilt and his trauma to finally step up and be the hero he should have been. It's a great hero's journey arc, and he's accompanied by a solid supporting cast. That we've got Nokiro, a woman that he meets, and Akiko, an orphan child that the two of them care for, as their relationship blooms from something reluctant into something genuine, that they really come to care for each other. It's great. I also really enjoyed the friendship Koshi shares with the three-man crew of the minesweeper boat and his neighbor. All of this is great. They become what is essentially a, dare I say it, family. And there's plenty of warmth to their scenes together, there's some humor, and there's some really devastating emotional scenes that hit harder than Will Smith on Oscars night, and it genuinely had me choked up in the cinema. Like three times I was like I actually felt really emotional. It's great stuff. This is a genuinely great character piece as well as a great entertaining monster movie. Wow, yeah, Legendary, you can learn a thing or two from this, honestly. This is just absolutely brilliant stuff. And it all builds to, a resonant, thrilling climax which does its characters justice and delivers one last emotional gut punch that, pays off everything wonderfully. Although I will say that, and this is my only issue with the film, my only issue with this is that the actual ending, like the final shot of the film, it arguably kind of betrays everything that the film was going for, and kind of betrays the the satisfaction of its climax for the sake of feeling like it has to kind of set up a sequel, which is a shame because the where the film leaves off is great, and you probably could have left it off the shot right before, like, but saying that, Godzilla Minus One is just a genuinely brilliant piece of blockbuster filmmaking, just all round. Great spectacle, great visuals, great action, and really engaging characters that you're invested in. This is a resonant, crowd-pleasing piece of blockbuster filmmaking. I absolutely loved it. You should believe the hype. Go and see it. You will love it. It's just brilliant. And overall, I'm going to give Godzilla Minus One a 9 out of 10. This is one of the best films of the year. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, have you seen Godzilla Minus One? What do you think of it? What's your favorite Japanese Zilla film? Are you an American Zilla fan? And would you like to see more Minus One films? Let me know all that down in the comments. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed. Don't forget the subscribe button if you're new. And don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload.